Thank you for jumping into a swim analysis, Josh. Your stroke is looking really powerful, and great to see that your stroke is finishing off nice and long. Your kicking is looking very efficient as well. Let's jump into some of the issues we found from the session. The first thing we'll speak about is the amount of resistance you create in the front part of your stroke. We can see in this position, as you place your hand in the water, you lift your eyeline. Now the issue we can see when you lift your eyeline is what it does to your posture in the water. As you move from catch phase into setup phase, you can see that there is pressure being forced down into your lower back. As your left hand comes into entry phase and you begin to roll your head more into a natural position, your back relaxes and we can see your hips come up to the surface of the water. This is looking a lot cleaner in this position. Because of this raised eye line, we can also see that you enter the water and push forward, dropping your elbow. Now when we change your eye line position, we will see your upper body straighten out and lift your shoulders up. Now this will give you the availability to push your elbow a little bit higher and give you better hold of the water earlier in your stroke. The next thing we'll touch on is the crossover in your stroke on entry. When we look from above and slow this down, we can see that as your arm goes past your head in recovery, you push past your midline and drag your shoulder with it, forcing your upper body to twist. We really want to imagine that your body is rotating on an axis from the top of your head to the center of your hips. Whenever we force the body to rotate outside of this plane, there is always going to be a counter-reaction move to stabilize and bring you back to that center line. In this case, we can see the legs drift apart and you have to do a large kick to bring it all back together. Alright, the last focus point we'll touch on today, Josh, is off the back of that crossover issue. Now, because you're only breathing to that right side, and with that twist laterally, we can see that as you pull through the water, the path of your stroke is really wide, meaning that you're not getting a lot of power until late in your stroke. When we get a bit more stability in the water through the shoulders, we'll see a bit more control come in and give you the ability to get your hand under your body more. This will give you a better hold and set you up to push with greater force. Let's also play around with throwing in some breathing on the left side to really reinforce that body roll and force that hand position under your body. Excellent swimming here, Josh. And from here, let's really work on some drills to correct your eye line to take a bit of pressure off your lower back. We'll also work on that front end, holding a little bit more water. This will give you a more stable, balanced stroke and turn it into some speed. Keep up the great work, mate.